Hello, welcome back to the channel. It is Chef Sammi and we are cooking with patience. And today I decided, you know what? I am going to try a European dish. It is called potato pancakes. Now, before I get started, I want to say thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. So big hug to you. And thank you so much for watching the key lime cookie video as well as the macaroon video. I appreciate the views so much. Now with this European potato pancake dish, there are several things that you're going to need, so I'm just going to go ahead and start off with the pan. I use Tefal pans. The specific pan I'm going to be using is a 3-quart deep saute pan, which this pan set, like if you ever come across it, make sure that you get it. I was able to get mine on the Black Friday sale, which was super amazing. And you're going to need a mandolin. I inserted the mandolin, which is pretty much used, to cut your uniform slices. You can find it at Walmart. I put the price that it was at the time. I'm not sure if that price is correct now. You're going to need some form of a cutting board. I love using my bamboo cutting boards that I received on sale from Macy's.com. And then you're going to need your paring knife, all right, to cut your vegetable, as well as some unbleached parchment paper, which I inserted a picture of that. As well, as you're going to need your scale so that you can weigh the potatoes, the flour, and the onion, some form of a measuring glass. A lot of people swear by Pyrex. It is great, but you can use a generic version, and then all of the other ingredients. Now, this recipe is using a dry heat cooking method. We are pan frying it. Okay, if you don't know what pan frying means, it just means that it's going to be submerged in hot fat. All right, the fat is the oil, because of course oil is fat that remains liquid at room temperature. Okay, so again, sauteing on the stove top, and we're going to have that caramelized crust on the top, and hopefully it's going to be really good. Now, I didn't include the deli storage I didn't include the deli storage containers. You need those. I use those. They are leak proof. They are strong and durable. You can microwave them. They are dishwasher safe, and you can find them in large quantities on Amazon. So if you see maybe a set, maybe 40-50 of them, get them, because hey, they are a lifesaver and it saves space in your refrigerator. Okay, all right, now first thing first, you really want to try to figure out how you're going to garnish it. Are you going to use applesauce, or are you going to use sour cream with the sophisticated onion on top that complements the potatoes, also known as chives? Now, we know that in European dishes, we use nutmeg. It's, sweet, but mostly in the savory dishes. All right. Next thing we want to do is we want to wash our hands. All right. Wash your hands for the 20 seconds. Okay. Make sure that your nails are not nasty, that you're not biting them all the time. Just making sure that they are very clean. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to wash the vegetables. All right. The potato, of course, has been in the ground around dirt and everything else. So you want to rinse it so that you can get whatever remaining dirt off. And then this is where the peeler comes into place. You're going to go ahead and you're going to peel the potatoes. I sped up these videos, of course, because it took me like 3 minutes to peel 3 potatoes. Okay, so a minute each on a potato. All right. And then you want to use your mandolin. Again, you can find that on Walmart.com. All right. Not sponsored. Wish they were a sponsor. And you're just going to make sure that you're sliding that potato across it back and forth. A lot of times you're gonna leave a little bit left over because you don't want to keep going and accidentally slice your fingers, right? I did that once before. I wouldn't recommend that you go really fast. And if you're clumsy like me, use a cut glove. Okay? All right. So after you do that, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to beat your eggs really, really quickly. I use my little whisk and then I set those down. And then I put in the potatoes first. So the potatoes, they went down, and then the egg, the onions, the flour, then the baking powder, and of course the nutmeg. And I put the salt and the pepper in, and I just put my hands in and I just started trying to form the pancake. This is a very, very wet mixture. Okay. So I was at it for a little bit until I realized, you know what? I don't need to do all of this. I just need to go ahead and get my hands washed again and go ahead to the stove, pour in my oil, okay? Which, if I didn't say this already, it was 4 fluid ounces of oil. So you can use your little Pyrex glass with the measurements on the side and go ahead and measure that. And then you're gonna pour that oil in and wait for it to heat up a little bit. A lot of times people tell you just go ahead and put it in there, but me, I like to wait a little bit sometimes until I see like the little bubbles forming, and then I will put whatever, you know, my ingredient is in there. But either way, it still works out. So I put that in there, and then I just waited for it to start cooking. In the meantime, I grabbed a baking pan and I put my unbleached parchment paper down on that pan. So very helpful. You should do that if you are new at making potato pancakes, because it will alleviate all of the mess. Okay. Now, I put the pancakes in 3 at a time. Every time I put the 3 in, I had to go and wash my hands. On the second set, I accidentally left a little bit of water on my hands. Yes, I didn't dry it all the way, and I went to the pan and I was popped 3 times on my neck, on my mouth, and near my eye. So please make sure that you dry your hands off, okay? That's what those bar towels are for. I mean, I had one there on the table. I don't know why I didn't think to just go ahead and take it to the stove, but you know, sometimes we forget things. But anyways, you're just going to go ahead, repeat that process. And as far as flipping goes, I'm not a flipper. All right. I've been taught how to flip properly from my husband, who was a chef. I've been taught how to flip properly from 4 other certified chefs during culinary school, and I am not a flipper. So please don't judge me. Okay. So you're going to continue cooking until you have all of them laid nicely on the pan. And then you have to find a dish, a serving dish, to put it on, you know, and as well as take a picture. I decided to use the sour cream. So, I mean, of course, you know, you don't need to see me scooping out sour cream, but you put it in a little ramekin. You can find those ramekins anywhere. Great for presentation. Either, again, you can put applesauce in there or you can put sour cream. But if you're going to use sour cream, like I said, we are using a sophisticated onion, which is a chive. So we put the chives all over there and plated it up really nicely. And voila, we have a picture here. And it looks good. As a matter of fact, it was really good. As far as like taste wise, I love savory dishes. As a matter of fact, the next day I took 3 potato pancakes and I put them in the Power XL 370 degrees on 8 minutes, and I had them again, and oh my, when I say you don't really have to dip it in sour cream because it just tastes fantastic without it. But anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please comment down below and share your thoughts. I would love to connect with you, and well, I would love to connect with you and keep this conversation going. Remember, we are cooking with patience. Everything is not going to come out right on the first try, but I mean, with me, with this, it did. So kudos to me, pat on the back. And this is the end of the video. Bye.